They'll eat you alive over there, you know.
I'll be fine, thank you, Hugh.
You've ever been to Malcolm's office? It's like the First World War trenches. There are rats coming out and they go for the soft tissue, and I'm telling you, a week heart attack from the stress.
Yeah.
Or shagging.
Yeah, well, stress and shagging I can cope with. Now, listen, I've got you a going away present. A mate of mine from the research unit has lent me your worm pole.
Worm pole?
What, they've worm-poled it?
You didn't know, did you?
You didn't even know? Oh, right.
You don't know what a worm pole is?
Yes, I do. It's when they poll worm... No, what...
Well, you know, it's the old dial, the audience reaction while you're...
Yeah, and the line looks like a worm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've done that to me.
Yep, do you want to have a look?
Oh, exciting.
Here we go.
What is this? Is this the... this is the National Association of House Builders. This was all right, wasn't it?
Yes, it wasn't one of your barnstormers, but it was OK. It was all right.
Oh, they've worm-poled you.
Does everyone know about worm polling?
Oh, they didn't like that.
What do you mean? I haven't started talking yet. What's not to like?
Well, maybe it's your stance. You don't look very comfortable. You sort of look like you've got kind of interior prolapse.
This is too weird, actually. This is like you washing me in the sack.
No, they didn't like that. They really, really didn't like that.
No, well, they don't like anger. You don't do angry at all well.
That's true. That is true. You don't really give good anger. I think it's just... I always think it's your demeanour. You're kind of like somebody who doesn't really give a shit.
I've got fire in my belly.
Chamomile.
Actually, this is worse than you seeing me in the sack. This is like you seeing me being rated by a whole load of other people on how good I am in the sack.
Oh, look, yes.
Fuck, they love that.
Yeah. What did I do?
Fuck.
Well, it was... that.
Smile?
Yeah.
No. Ah.
You sure it wasn't the when I talked about the percentages? What was I talking about?
You're talking about brownfield, greenfield development. You're talking about urban regeneration prospects. You're talking about how international comparisons can be misleading on the whole.
No, right, it probably wasn't.
It's that. It's a smile. It's boyish.
Yeah. So who do they use for this?
They really fucking love it. A socio-geographic cross-section, standard poll stuff, really. Fuck, look at that. They absolutely love it.
They love that.
What is it this?
No, that's too much. It's more sort of innocent. Kind of, but a bit, you know...
But knowing?
Yeah, but... Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice smile.
That's lovely.
That's a nice...
It's nice.
Oh, don't worry about Malcolm. He's only about half as scary as he thinks he is. Oh, here, you can have this desk. It's free.
OK.
Don't worry, she won't be coming back. Hey, Joe, this guy is your replacement. I'm not fucking joking, by the way. Oh, hey, this is Frankie. Frankie, this is Ollie. Frankie, I don't know what happened, but I somehow... Do you know those numbers I asked you for? I never found them on my desk. Maybe somebody stole them. Or maybe you were fucking me around. And if you fuck me around again, I tell you something, I am going to rip your fucking head off and shit right down into your neck, and then I'm going to stick your fucking head back on and shit on that!
You know, he's a very smart young man, Ollie, but he would sell his own grandmother to get ahead. How far would you go, Robin, to get ahead in your career?
Are you ambitious?
Yeah. I'd let them drive. I'd lend them my car and...
Lend them your car?
Yeah, I'd let them use my car.
That's pretty Machiavellian.
So you don't want to go all the way to the top, do you?
I'd maybe take my top off.
Really?
Yeah.
Noted.
Hello, hi, it's Robin. Look, we've got a bit of a situation going on here. You're anywhere near Malcolm?
A little bit difficult to get a word in with the fucking proclaimers right now, so if you could just maybe...
Give me a message, I'll see if I can get it. Little message.
Hold on. Do you have a message for Malcolm?
Yeah, thank you. No, could you hold it to my ear, because my fingers are very sticky. Oliver, could you please tell Malcolm that I'm pretty certain that the photos from the factory visit are going to be quite bad. So I need him to stop them, do you see?
Well, I'll try. I'll see what I can do, yeah?
OK.
So bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
That coffee, Robin? With the Danish, it's nice to have a coffee.
Just I'll catch up with you later.
It's beautiful in a kind of stark way.
Fuck, I like to go fucking coffee.
Well, that's the thing about aesthetics. It doesn't have to be of use. Some artists would find this fascinating.
Oh.
But mind you, it's all got to come down. And that's good. That's progress. That's regeneration.
Fucking coffee.
Right, what's next?
Yes, he looks a tit. I mean, Hugh always looks a tit. It is, you know, people expect him to look a tit. It's not fucking news. This is wabbada yabbada yabbada yabbada. This is fucking Big Brother stuff. This is dumb fucking stupid stuff.
I have footage of his advisor. That man there looks to me like she's telling a woman to fuck off.
All right, Mark, I've just got one thing to say to you, right? How are you getting to the Democratic Republic of Congo next month? I mean, do you want a full accreditation to come with us on a Hercules or what? What are you going to do? Are you going to charter an EasyJet or something?
Fucking swim there.
You're going to sort of weave through the Stingers and the AK-47s and the RPGs?
Here we go.
Huh?
Emma, why don't we meet for coffee now, and you can talk to me about it then, and we'll discuss it then. I'll be free in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Half an hour? And I'll be free in about half an hour. Thanks. I'll see you then, sweetheart. Shit. Sorry. Babe. Yeah, babe. Yeah, bye.
She sounds like a fucking nightmare.
She, well, I don't
Oh,
really...
no, wait, I don't want to have a conversation about it. That's what she's for. Just find out everything they know about all this. Now hit the phones!
OK, right, what we've got to do is just put up a firewall. Make sure that this is kept well away from the PM, right? Black Hawk down.
What is this place?
I don't know. This used to be their call centre. It's probably gone to Bangalore now. Don't suppose we did a photo call for that.
I'll ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever had to mop up your own mother's piss?
I was listening to a phone-in the other day. There was a bloke talking, and I couldn't explain at how many levels he was misapprehending the world. I would have had to take him back to the Enlightenment, or before the Enlightenment, and work very slowly forward in order to show him the muddle, the crap that is what he believes in. I mean, they are so thick.
Yeah, and we get crucified for a soundbite.
Oh, for him, a soundbite would have been, you know, sound was challenge enough, just a sound. That's what he was dealing with in terms of political debate. A sort of low-level thrub. That's how he...
Oh, fuck. Am I going to survive this, Hugh?
You are such a warrior.
Was that the... Look, don't do the smile right now, because the smile doesn't wash right now, OK?
It's my smile. I can use it in my own time, in private, if I want to.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying, right now, I happen to find it pretty undermining.
So how was Cabinet this morning?
It was good. It was, obviously, with reshuffle coming up, everybody's desperate to impress. Claire went round the room on a unicycle, juggling burning kittens, but she didn't really. But what she did do was pretty embarrassing.
OK.
And in terms of shuffly stuff, Carol ended up in Neil's seat. What do you think that means?
Well, I think that means that Carol wants to be near the biscuits, just in case her blood sugar level dropped. That woman, she's unbelievable. You know, I have seen her go into second reading debates with Pringles. Her star is somewhat on the wane. I think she's gone a bit downward, actually. Constitutional affairs.
Ooh, that's going to hurt. Constitutional affairs. That's the ginger spice of...
Of the what, Hugh?
Of the...
Of the what?
Of the
ginger spice.
The whole...
Ginger spice. What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what fucking century are you living in?
There was a fantastic feature about Ginger in the Heat magazine.
Hugh.
Apparently she shaves downstairs and she's working for UNICEF or some sort of
Hugh,
product.
you are talking absolute fucking drivel.
I was at the Wolsey with Emma. We went for a drink.
Emma, that's still your opposition bit of skirt, is it?
Yeah, don't say bit of skirt here. It makes you sound like Sid James.
What is wrong with bit of skirt?
Well, it's just...
Sid James was always my favourite. It's much better than that. Nowadays, you get, what, Graham Norton.
Yeah, well, anyway, Emma was saying
Yes.
that the opposition have a policy that they don't want. I think it's actually quite nice. So I thought we could maybe borrow it, you know, throw it at the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
It's called interactive choice solutions. Basically, a series of online referenda, you know, choose your hospital through your mobile kind of thing. I mean, it's not fully fleshed out yet.
It's the sort of idea clever people would hate.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll just casually drop it in. I'll send him an email, then he can't wrinkle his nose up at it.
Okay.
Unless he's got one of those face things.
Emoticons.
It looked like Fatty was the one who was on his way out, but now it could just slightly be me.
Well, look, Hugh, if you're worried about Fatty, we can always start, you know, gently briefing against him. I know it's late in the day, but and you know, obviously it's not the first thing that we want to be doing.
If Abbott says Fatty's a twat, does that make Fatty look like a twat? I think it makes me look like a twat for calling him a twat.
It doesn't
Someone
have
else
to be
would
you
have.
directly, does it? That's the point.
Robin? Come on, it's like giving a child a firework.
Well, not Robin.
Actually, that's where your, you know, bit of skirt, or, sorry, whatever the modern, your hoe could actually be quite helpful. If you were just to leave some compromising bits of anti-fatty documents, you know, just lying by the loo, and
Well, like,
forget
just blatantly using Emma like that, I'm really not comfortable.
Can I
with that.
remind you, in the last 12 hours, you described her as being as mad as a jackdaw on crack, castratingly right-wing zealot, and also disappointingly below par in the blowjob department. So why the sudden outbreak of principle?
Morning. Oh, it would be very rude of me if I didn't introduce by name Julius Nicholson's press secretary, who is with us here today. OK, I want you to do more or less what we did yesterday. I want the same people to go to more or less the same places and say more or less the same things. Pete, talk to the comment pages for the Times. Mike, Steve, Carl, we'll talk about that bundle later, and the rest of you, I won't bore you any further. Any questions? Yeah, no, well, it didn't last as long as usual. Yes, well, oh, OK, what ideas did you come up with now? Tell me, is it devolution for Suffolk or the Ministry of Salad? I'll tell you what, it's like I've got nothing better to do than to deal with all that stuff. He is not getting anywhere near my fucking pantry, I'll tell you that. That door is staying as open as a fat whore's bone hole. OK, Tom, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. How are you doing this morning?
Good. Yourself?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
Catch you later. Julius! Julius! Can we work with you?
Sure,
Got a minute?
What's the problem?
No, there's no problem at all. It's just, is that the thing that you were talking about?
Oh, yes, they put it in place.
I tried to, I can't get it open.
Mine will do it, but yours isn't authorised yet, so,
Well, can you get this authorised for me?
Oh, not an issue. I mean, look, all you've got to do is...
That and
we're open.
There you go.
We're in. Good day to you, sir. Good day to me.
Oh, wow.
Here we are.
Terrific. It's good. Quite a nice size, actually.
No, well, we'll see.
Good light.
It's not long before we can walk.
Oh, well. Yeah. Maybe see you later.
See you.
Are you still in the frame for question time?
I am, but I think they're going to go for Fatty to take advantage of the widescreen options. Are there any shuffly room?
Yeah. Rod thinks Jerry's got Foreign Office.
Think about this, moving offices, you know, from one place to another, completely different. This is just fucked as a system, isn't it? Because it wouldn't happen in any other job. If you were a professor of medieval English in Oxford and you were sitting in your study and somebody came through the door and went, hey, guess what? You're now professor of zoology. We want you in the other quad. You know, that'd be mentally be sitting in a room like a stuffed tit, just saying to people, how many O's in zoology? I don't really know. This isn't really my field. And all of that information that you built up over years and years and years about Chaucer or whatever is of absolutely no use to you anymore because Chaucer didn't really write about baboons.
Ollie, these are very undergraduate concerns. My point is you don't have to be an expert to make decisions.
Well, that's why you have advisors, you twat.
Yeah, but I am being serious, Glenn.
Yes, so am I. You are a twat.
I mean, the point is a lot of knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Hello, Cullen.
It's a little knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Well, exactly. So a lot of knowledge is incredibly dangerous.
For that. Terry, it's Glenn. Well, when you stop fannying about and get back here into the office, maybe you can criticise me. Poor fucker probably committed suicide.
That party was meant to make me look good.
Yeah? Well, you can't polish a turd, can you? Especially a turd that shits on his own men.
Well, that doesn't work, does it? Because a turd doesn't shit, sorry. 1-0 to me.
You've been a naughty lot, haven't you? And you've been a naughty boy. Briefing against poor Fatty. Ah. You're very bad. You're very bad. You're very bad. You're all very, very bad men.
Are you just toying with me now?
No. I'm going to ask you to brief against Nicholson.
I really would rather not. I'm enough shit as it is.
OK, well, let me put this another way.
Yes?
I'm going to ask you to brief against Nicholson.
What if I refused?
Well, I will brief that you were briefing against Fatty. And you will be up to your tits and fucking cack, because ministers are not supposed to brief against ministers.
Well, you're saying that I'm a minister, and you're saying you're going to brief against me.
Yeah, but I'm not a minister, am I? And neither will you be if I brief against you.
So unless I brief against Nicholson, you'll brief against me that I was briefing against Fatty.
By Jove, he's got it.
In brief.
What's the difference between these two rooms?
Just saying.
Sofa?
You know.
Yours is bigger than mine.
Sizes and everything.
Me and my sister.
It's a relief to have you back, Terry. That's all I can say after that god-awful bit.
Robin, good morning.
Hello, Robin. Lovely to see you. I was just saying how great you were at filling in.
Sorry?
You'd make a good dentist.
Did they tell you about your award?
No.
Apparently it's gone missing.
Oh, no.
Backbencher of the Year.
Yeah.
1995.
Yeah?
Yeah, got lost in the move.
No. Oh, no, that's awful. I'm really upset about that. That was presented to me by Betty Boothroyd.
Was it?
She said I was the future of ethical politics.
Ah, subbing in my school like that, isn't
Fuck right off, Ollie. Gee, go and see IT about the email problem. Yeah, go on.
All right, get some work done.
Robin, could you run off to the old office and try and look for my award, please? That'd be great.
All right, so now Terry's back. I just get all the dull stuff, is that right?
Pretty much, yes.
All right, so I'm just like a remedial civil servant.
It's important to me, Robin. That's all you need to...
Oh, well, right, yeah, well, of course. Well, I'll see you later.
That's 3.
Terry, Christ. Robin. Terry, look, do I really have to go and look for his bloody Blue Peter award for flower arranging, whatever bloody hell it is? I mean, I am a civil servant. I do have skills.
Robin, are we going to have the attitude conversation one more time?
Well, would you call this essential government communications work?
Keep your gestures very small.
He can't see that. Well, he can now. They're just talking to each other about nothing very important, probably.
Yes. What I'd like you to do, Robin, is do it. Do what he asks. Go and find the wretched thing, and then if it really cheers yourself up, you might as well just issue a press release about it, all right?
Okay, right.
When I see the PM this afternoon, I will see how much political capital I've really got, and I will make the case. I'll go down guns blazing.
You sure? First day back?
I will do that.
Last 6 months, I know you've been a pretty good boy. Gaff-prone, but incredibly loyal.
You know, I've gone from being backbencher of the year to being the political equivalent of the who's that bloke who does
Chewbacca.
Mr. Bean.
Kenneth Williams.
Mr. Bean. Now, tomorrow, Select Committee, that's
Right.
Ballantyne, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
She's a bit of a fox, isn't she? A bit of a
You don't fancy the smiling assassin, do you?
Don't worry about me, Glenn. I can take care of myself. I've been around the block a few times. I don't fall for that tickle under the chin and pliers on the knackers routine any longer. And I can rope a date with the best of them.
Yes, but you can't just dump rabies on us because you don't want it. Your health, that's your job. You should have rabies. Health should have rabies, right? Oh, right, yeah, right, fine. OK, so we're going to have to swallow this one. But if we have to deal with a rabies outbreak, we're going to do it so fucking well, you're going to be frothing at the mouth. Yeah, twice. Frick.
What's the problem?
I cannot get rid of any of this shit. It's just...
Well, look, all right, calm down.
Piling up.
Right, forget about dumping stuff. Try and try and take on board some worthwhile
Well,
stuff.
that in itself is
Yeah,
an issue.
all right. That's what I'm here for. What about the Olympics? Surely the best bits of that haven't been cherry-picked so far, have they?
I asked for a piece of the pie.
Yeah?
They sounded like I'd asked if Q could go in and screw the Queen. They're just not going to give any of it.
All right. Voluntary work. What about
But
that?
that's work and pensions.
All right, diversity.
Well, that is the Home Office.
Right, there must be something. I know. Let's go to a donkey sanctuary, right? Pick out a nice one, slip it some rye hypnol, and then give it a spit roast.
Well, that unfortunately comes under rural affairs.
First day back from holiday, town tawdry and cheap. I feel like something out of Footballers' Wives.
How do you know about footballers' wives?
Ollie told me. They all live in Chelmsford. They have names like Madison and Chutney. They're an orange colour and they've got thongs up their cracks.
So, I like to feel that our education policy knits, interlocks, if you will, with our entire citizenship agenda.
And what, in your view, is citizenship?
What is it?
Yes, in your view.
Citizenship is a fluid concept. It's an ever-changing thing, and it's a wide spectrum of issues ranging from the detail, important though it is, of things like pensions for Gurkhas and the Isle of Man, to much more seminal and fundamental ideas, which are the mirroring of our constantly evolving culture as a marvellously diverse society. So it addresses our connectedness, our shared aspirations, and our belongingness. It's an active thing. Citizenship is a verb, not a noun. It's a doing thing. So that's the point I'm making. We have to be
So
constantly.
we citizenship each other, do we? I citizenship you, you citizenship me.
It's not an easy question to answer in a simple way. What is citizenship in the same way that you can answer a simple question like, where are the Maldives?
The committee was wondering if you hadn't perhaps been there recently, given your somewhat bronzed appearance.
Oh. No, this is courtesy of the Tuscan Sun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tuscany.
Mm-hmm. I was just there with my family. And you look very good too. Have you been away?
Yes, we went to France.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well, you look fantastic.
That's hardly appropriate, Minister.
Right. Sorry.
And just in passing, did you declare your holiday?
Yes, it was courtesy of Sir Alex EasyJet of the Stansted EasyJets.
Yes, very amusing.
Boss man, found your award.
What? Where?
It was under the plant that Malcolm sent that was just keeping the water.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's just a bit sort of scuffed, but it's fine.
No, it's fine. I really owe you one, honestly, because that's one ray of sunshine in my otherwise shitty day.
Good. Well, I'm glad to.
I'll bottle of champagne, something.
Oh, cheers, Hugh. Thanks, man. You're a real people person. Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
What have I done now?
You have me going all around the houses in the building looking for your, McDonald's Employee of the Month badge, when I've got much more important things to do. I'm not just a gopher here to get people's dry cleaning and their stupid little platey things, and how do you thank me? You give Ollie a great big bottle of champagne.
I'm really sorry.
Well, thanks a lot, Chief.
No,
You're a real people person.
No, I had no idea. So you found it?
No!
You're in there.